Hi all, this is Solo, and in this video this will be a this build. This build does not require any powers at all. Of course you can add them if you want, but I'm going to do this completely powerless. And this build is the absolutely extremely high damage bow build, and there will be a few powers you need. Obviously we have the mechanical bow, which is only green rarity because I haven't unlocked the other ones yet. And we have obviously the arrows as well. These are the mechanical arrows and mechanical bow. And you can add the drone launcher or the weaker counterpart of the drone launcher, the Terra Prisma, which is basically a drone launcher but just a weaker version. We can add them on as well if you want to do the extra DPS, but we're not going to do that. All we are going to do is use the mechanical bow, and I have not even maxed out the attack. I could go even further with the attack, but I've got the Dugum emblem, which is increasing my attack. And I could probably increase it even more if I wanted to by removing these 3 accessories and adding something else. I have got the Ancient Shield, which is the best shield in the game. And what we're going to do now is the party. So the Sylvis, I can never pronounce her name right, but there's actually her skill, level 5 skill, gives you reduced shield regeneration delay by 60% and reduced damage taken by your shield by 80%. This basically lets you face tank, I mean literally face tank the final boss in the game with no problem. Then we have this one. This one's really cool as well. So Lumen, while players' arrows explode on contact while in your party, additional damage equal to 30% of the player's attack damage. So the more attack damage you do, that has like a second attack basically, which is 30% of the actual attack. I'll show you as we go. Then we have this guy, Celine. Celine increases your player's attack by 80% if all different powers are a different species, which they are. Then we have this guy here. We have the Wyron, Vanrum, whatever. Basically, we have this guy, and while in party increases damage players dealt to enemies' weak points, normally headshots, stuff like that, by 50%. And then we have this guy, which is Terra. He has, when attacking enemies' weak points, increase the power of the next weak point by 60%, does not stack. So basically it's every other headshot basically increases by 60%. But that is our team, guys, and this is absolutely broken build. You can obviously make this even stronger by obviously getting the legendary version of the mechanical bow and changing these 3 accessories to something that gives you more damage. But we're just going to go in and rock this build, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean when we fight the final boss. I'm going to skip this right quick. Right, here we go. Straight into the bow. Nothing else but bow. I will not use any accessories. I mean, I won't use the drones and stuff like that. I will literally just use the bow for this example. So we're going to try and get these headshots. 35,000. If we can get the headshots, we can hit about 35 to 40,000. If we don't get a headshot, we're only hitting about 10 to 15. So we've got to try and hit her in the head, which is actually quite hard, which is quite small. You stay there for me. 10,000, 7,000. You stay there. There you go. 60, 90, 120. Stay still. Stay still for me. I need to hit her head. Ah, missed him. There you go. I can't see. Perfect. Stay there so I can actually see where you're going. Don't disappear. He normally tells us what's behind me. Where is he? Oh, he just went further away. That's annoying. We have a range on this, which is annoying. But you don't need to worry about taking damage. You probably don't want to stand in that one too long, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, you probably don't want to stand in the beam too long. You can basically face tank everything. Which is absolutely amazing. The shield delay is obviously reduced by 60% as well, and the shield damage is reduced by 80%. He actually does more damage than he did last time to me, not gonna lie. But as you can see, my shield has already gone back up, so I'm pretty much okay. You can see he is now dead. That fight took about 4 minutes, give or take. I actually shouldn't have stood in the circle beam so long. Once your shield disappears and you take normal damage again, obviously you got to try and make sure your shield stays up. And obviously with the reduced delay of it is recharging, as long as you have a little bit of shield left, you can actually survive and it'll just go back up within like no time at all. But it just makes you an absolute god. And this is just the bow build. Obviously you can make it even stronger by adding different accessories and stuff, but you get the gist of how strong. Probably the strongest, or one, I don't know if the beam cannon is stronger, but this is probably one of the strongest, or if not the strongest, single shot weapon in the game. And with the extra POW, you know, passives and stuff like that, it makes them absolutely god tier. But yeah, that is going to be it, guys. It's going to be a short one. I just thought I'd show you this. If you are interested in the bow and you haven't made it yet, you want to know what it's like. This bow is absolutely god tier. There are other POWs. There are other POWs that are like decrease the bow charge, so you don't have to. But I mean, dude, come on. What's that, like half a second? Even if you add the extra powers, you're going to be talking like instant. But it's, yeah, I don't see the issue in it. That's just me. But yeah, absolutely god tier bow build. If you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.